Keep in mind, the human body is a very dynamic organism, which means that you have cells that are constantly changing, things that are healing, things change in the body. The finding of stenosis in and of itself is incredibly common. So, in the general population of patients and people who are not experiencing pain, we find stenosis on imaging studies. So it's a very, very normal finding without there being any sort of pain or discomfort associated with that, or even any lack of function. Again, the concern is if we look at an image and those image findings also correlate with somebody's lived experience. So for example, somebody has stenosis in an area where their L5 nerve root is traveling, and they're also experiencing numbness and weakness along the muscles and the area that that L5 nerve root goes to, then that's a little bit more of a concern, because the worry is that if there's too much compression, the nerve could become injured and potentially have more serious damage associated with it. So what's more important is what are the actual symptoms of what you're experiencing? Is your pain actually linked to that finding? And that's something that's really important too, because we want to separate out pain from this imaging finding. Somebody can have stenosis on an image and have a very, very clear pain experience that doesn't actually relate to that finding at all. When you go to a doctor, a lot of times they will do imaging studies first, and then they will also potentially offer things like an injection. And an injection can be a diagnostic tool. So what does that mean? If they find stenosis at L5 and they do an injection at L5 and your symptoms improve, it is highly likely that the symptoms that you're experiencing are due to what's happening in and around the L5 nerve root. If you have stenosis at L5, they do an injection at L5 and it doesn't change your symptoms, it's possible that that stenosis isn't actually the reason why you're experiencing pain. I hope this was helpful. If you thought this was a great video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. If you have questions, put them in the chat below. I always answer them. And if you want more videos like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day.